You can have the best plan for your evaluation or tryouts, but if you don't communicate that plan to your athletes, their parents, and more importantly, your staff, then it will be nothing more than organized chaos. Tryouts allow us to hit the reset button every year and build on what we accomplished and correct what we messed up last season. We get new teams and get to set new goals. We get new choreography and new music because, let's face it, no matter how good your mix was last year, you're ready to hear something new in your gym. So as you get ready to have your tryouts for this season, I want to give you 3 tips to have a successful tryout and get the season off to a positive start for everyone. Tip number 1 is reflection and preparation. You never want to move forward without looking back first. We all have plenty of decisions that we would like to have another chance to make. Whether it goes all the way back to last year's tryout, or maybe we didn't train and condition our team enough, or maybe we trained them too hard, and because of that, we had injuries that hurt us all season long. Leadership always begins in the mirror, and we can't lead our teams or organizations effectively if we can't lead ourselves first. Reflect on what you can do as a gym owner or coach. Find solutions on how you can be better and let that be your starting point going into next season. Once you have that, it's all about preparation. Know how you want to run your evaluations, how you want to set them up, and go into it with a plan. Be thorough in your preparation. The more detailed, the better. If your program runs like a well-oiled machine at tryouts, you're giving families both new and old a strong first impression on how this next season will be. Tip 2 is communication. You can have the best plan for your evaluation or tryouts, but if you don't communicate that plan to your athletes, their parents, and more importantly, your staff, then it will be nothing more than organized chaos. It doesn't stop with planning either. It continues through the decision process. Whether you're cutting athletes or you're taking every one of them and placing them on different teams, communicate with them and their parents. Difficult communications are not an easy thing to do. That's why they're called difficult. But you can serve your athletes if you can communicate clearly why they didn't make a team, why they were cut, or why they didn't make the team that they wanted to. You should have a conversation with every athlete that's at your tryout. If you don't, they won't understand why they made or didn't make the team. And when there are gaps in communication, they're going to fill in those gaps on their own. And 9 times out of 10, it's nowhere near the reason you have. And if they didn't make a team, they're going to feel worthless and lose their self-esteem altogether. If they made the team, tell them why you selected them and what you expect from them this season. Set clear expectations so that they can get to work at the very first practice on achieving the goals that you set out for them on an individual level. If they didn't make the team, they need to be told why in a clear and empathetic way. How can they improve? How can they grow into a better athlete for next season? Look, they may not be in the mood to even listen, and you may lose them altogether, but we owe it to them to let them know what happened and set them up for success next season, whether it's with you or a different organization, or maybe even a different sport. We all need to grow, and this is a big step in their development, and it will show your maturity as a leader. The last tip is to be decisive. If you have planned thoroughly and communicated your expectations to your staff, parents, and athletes, it's time to make the decisions on team placement. Go into the process with a clear heart with your goals in mind. Remember, this is a business if you own a gym, and at the end of the day, you have to make the best decision for your overall business and program. It can be really difficult when it comes to balancing that aspect of it because we care for our athletes and our parents. We just want to try to please everyone. I get it. I did it too. But when you make decisions, be decisive with them and do it in a timely manner. Don't stress over 1 or 2 kids and take hours to decide. If you take your heart out of the matter, easier said than done, I understand. And you just go by not only what they did during their evaluation, but also, if they're a returning athlete, what they did over the whole last season. Did they work hard and improve? Were they a good leader? Or did they come late to practice and complain all the time? Evaluate everything. Take an appropriate amount of time and then make your decision. Once you do, though, own it. And then go back to tip number 2 and communicate the reasoning with the athlete and their parent, no matter the outcome. I know tryout season is exciting, but it can also be filled with tons of anxiety for you, the kids, and the parents. So follow these 3 tips, and it will help the process go a little smoother and will help your teams long-term this season and years to come. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Our mission here at CCA is to provide every cheer coach in the world the resources to build their confidence and keep their athletes safe on and off the mat. The more eyes that we can get in front of, that will go a long way in helping us do that. So if this has served you in any way, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with all of your coach friends so that we can create a community of positive encouragement and support for each other. So until next week, remember, legacy outlasts applause. So go impact someone's life in a positive way, and I'll see you next week.